Hi there, my name is Bailey, and today I have my laptop here, and hopefully you can see. I apologize if it's not great, but in honor of IU Day, I am decked out in my finest IU garb, and I love it. I've got my candy stripes in the background. Miss Crawford reached out to me. We went to college together at IU Kokomo, so we are very proud IU alumna, and today I would like to read the book H is for Hoosier because I think that's very fitting for all of us today. So, A begins the alphabet and the word Amish, too, you know. The Amish live like farmers did 200 years ago. Horses pull their plows as they till the ground, and horses pull the wagons all around the town. B is for basketball, a sport for Hoosiers short and tall. They pass and play, dribble and dunk into the hoop where the orange ball is sunk. I don't know about you, but I love basketball. C. Cardinal starts with the letter C. Our state bird whistles cheerfully. You'll know him by his bright coat of red, from the tip of his tail to the top of his head. D stands for Indiana Dunes. Along Lake Michigan's shores they glisten. Singing sands are what you'll hear if you just walk and listen. E. Explorer begins with the letter E. Explorers came from across the sea, searching for gold, treasures, and glory. Their adventures make an exciting story. F. F salutes our flag, waving free. Around a torch symbolizing liberty, circles of stars fly across a blue sky. And guess what? I happen to have one of our flags. So you can see the torch and the blue stars in the sky. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. Okay. G greets Grissom Air Museum and the astronaut with the same name. He was the second American to fly so high in our outer space. He gained his fame. H is for Hoosier. But what is a Hoosier, you may ask? There are many different ideas, so giving the answer is a difficult task. But I have a secret. If we live in the state of Indiana, you and I, we are Hoosiers. I'm a Hoosier because I went to Indiana University and we're the Indiana University Hoosiers. But if you live in Indiana, you're a Hoosier too. I stands for Indianapolis. This is where the rules and laws are made that make our state so great. Have you been to Indianapolis? I love going to Indianapolis. J. Jonathan Jennings starts with J. Our first governor, the history books say, helped choose our capital with and write our laws. He made Indiana's statehood his special cause. I'll fumble up there in my words. Kokomo. Kokomo carries the letter K. This city is fun to say. People came from near and far to see Elwood Haynes drive his gas-powered car. I like Kokomo. I went to school there, so maybe some of you know people who live there. Maybe you live there. It's pretty cool. L. L is for Abraham Lincoln, a hero to his countrymen. Honest Abe freed the slaves. M. M is for the Motor Speedway, the place to be on Memorial Day, when fast cars race around the track 200 times before they come back. Have you ever been to the Motor Speedway? I've seen the race. I've been 3 times, and I absolutely love it. You have to go at some point. At some point in your life, you have to go. N. Native and name begin with M. Our natives who gave us our name fished and hunted in the land of the Indians long before explorers and pioneers came. O is for a river called Ohio. Along Indiana's southern border, its waters flow. Voyagers hunted animals here long ago, and pioneers crossed the river in sunshine, rain, and snow. Can you believe that? Couldn't imagine. P is for peony, which gives us one of spring's sweetest smells. Kneel on your knee, sniff and see the flowers colored in scarlet and pastels. Quail starts with Q. This vice president is a Hoosier too. Dan Quayle's museum shows his worldview and honors all other vice presidents too. Mr. Riley's name begins with R. In olden times, with his rhymes, the Hoosier poet was a superstar. Ready for the next letter? The alphabet just keeps getting better and better, honestly. S sits at the head of the word school. In olden days, schools taught the golden rule. Reading, writing, and arithmetic were practiced on slates, and students memorized poems and important dates. But guess what? They didn't have Miss Crawford teaching them, so they were kind of missing out, wouldn't you say? T. T stands for tulip tree. Named for its yellow tulip-shaped flowers, this tree grows so big that you can play in its shadow for hours. Underground Railroad starts with U. As you see, this railroad transported slaves to liberty. Without whistles or tracks or smoky smokestacks, the train was a chain of people helping others to be free. Read all about it. Vincennes starts with the letter V, home of our first newspaper and first public library. And if you're wondering, where is Vincennes? It's way down here on the map. So, southern Indiana. W stands for Wyandotte Cave, explored by the people who are brave. Its passages far below the ground contain stalactites and stalagmites that can be found. X. X is found at crossings, all on roads across all the roads in our state. Crossroads of America. This fits just great. Look, there's a deer, railroads. I'm sure you've seen it. Y. Y is for yellow, a mellow yellow, the color in which farmers' fields are dressed during the Indiana autumn harvest, when corn and soybeans are at their very best. And finally, our last but not least letter, Z. Zionsville begins with the letter Z. In this small, charming village, Hoosiers gathered to see President Lincoln on his way to Washington, D.C. So that was all of the book that I have to read with you today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you remember to dress up in your best IU gear and celebrate in this very fun way. I love Indiana University. It's never too late to become a fan for all you Purdue fans out there. There is still time. But yeah, thank you for reading along with me today. I hope you were able to see some of the pictures all right. And without further ado, go Hoosiers.